Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 3, The Wages of War, The Thief Path. Well, I was going to play Yesifu a few more times off camera, but forgot that we get some options to talk to him here. And he said that he would be happy to hear some stories about our adventures, so I'm going to tell him about Spielberg. The jungles of Spielberg sound very different from the jungles here. You must be very brave to face so much magic. And we can tell about peace. I do not think there can be peace until the Sabani have back the Spear of Death. And we ask about the village. And the savannah. The savannah stretches far, and there will be many different tribes of Sabani living upon it. We've sent runners to the far-off villages to ask them to join us in war against the leopardmen. To be really good at throwing spears, you must watch the wind. Hora taught me well, and I am very good at throwing them. I do not just want to be a warrior in the village, I wish to be a hero. Every day when the sun first comes up, I practice my skills, so I will be even better. And the same as before, so... And yeah, same thing as last time. The warriors sound very brave when they talk about war. Only Ahura talks about peace. The other warriors get mad at her. They be saying words like coward. Still she talks of peace. And we did not do as well this time. And I win. By quite a bit that time. But I didn't get any stat boost that time. So we'll just go ahead and say goodbye. Because there's one other thing here in the village that we have not looked at. And it is the wrestling bridge. And this is not how you use the wrestling bridge, but it is how I use it, because using it this way is a great way to boost your strength. And just those few passes there. 206! Habari, hero of Shapir. This be the place where the Sabani practice balance and judgment. This is the wrestling bridge. The last part of the initiation contests are held here. Sanjambo hero, I'd just be seeing if you have any questions that need to be answered. Well, ask about the bridge. Two warriors be standing on the bridge and facing each other. They'll be trying to make each other, or make the other lose his balance. The skill of balancing important, but so be judging the right moves to counter your opponent and knock him off. This be a tough competition, requires much practice. When young Samanis wish to be warriors, first they must prove themselves to be worthy. They must go through many tests to be initiated as a warrior. When several young Samani wish to be warriors at the same time, then they compete with each other to be initiated. The winner will get the prize of his asking if the Labian thinks he is worthy. Missouri, young friend. My job as warrior means today I be doing Much walking around the village. I have plenty of time to stop and talk with you. This bridge would be a good place to be practicing building up your agility. Agility would be good for dodging the claws of monsters. Yeah, unfortunately, we do not get the chance to do direct combat training like we did in the first game, or the second game with Ahura. Of course, since we are so agile, we will have very little trouble walking across the bridge. Very good, young hero. You'll be learning well how to balance on the bridge. That not be the way we somebody be using the bridge. You'll be climbing the rope to practice. And we do, as a fighter, get a chance to test the bridge against Ahura, but for our purposes, it's also a great place to start practicing our newfound acrobatic skills. You got a little dizzy up there. Maybe you better get some rest before continuing. Yeah, but after that little bit of workout, look, 5 points in agility. And I'm pretty sure we can max our agility out completely if I just keep doing backflips, or front flips rather. Yep, 287 that time. And no yes food to play with now. Abari Buona. So we can go and talk to the Elder a bit more. Yep, home during the dry season. The Sabani have been living on the savannah since the world began. We travel with our cattle with the seasons. Now is Kusu, when the south wind blows and we live on the edge of the jungle. Soon it will be Mavuli, the season of little rain. We'll be moving our village and our cattle to the west when that season comes. Next is Masumi, when the sun is in the south and the north wind blows. It'll be very hot then we move to the mountains. Last will come Masika, the time of the big rain. Then we will be moving to the high savannah to the north. Then we will be traveling for Mwaka for the turning of the seasons and come back here. Cal will be the center of the Simbani world. They be our health and our wealth. I be the one called Minjoni, and the one who waits and watches. I be watching over the village while the sun is in the sky. And yes, there'll be a different elder during the night. The savannah is all around us, from the edge of the jungle to the edge of the mountains, to the edge of the world. Here is where the Simbani make our home. And that's all we've got in the village, but I think we're going to go ahead and do some exploring. Because there is this big lake down here, you may have noticed. Something is trying to attack us. Find 2 royals in its pouch. Unfortunately, I think I lost my dagger forever. But as in the last game, we can pick up rocks and just throw them through our throwing skill. And in fact, if you've got the speed turned up, it's ludicrously easy to do this. I forgot about this part. In the third game, you retrieve your daggers before continuing on your journey. I'm trying to click on the lake, not that. As you approach this pool of bubbling water, you feel a sense of serenity and peace. You drink from the cool, clear water. It leaves a slightly sweet taste and tingles in your mouth. You fill your water skin from the pool. In fact, we're going to fill several water skins because interesting effect about this pool water. You may have noticed that we didn't get to keep our vigor pills from Shapir. Well, thankfully, it turns out we don't need them because the water here automatically refills your stamina, and throwing, we have boosted our throwing quite a bit. The cheetah is lying on the rock looking at you calmly. As you pet the suffer, the cheetah seems to purr. Yeah, combat not quite as challenging as it is in the VGA remake. Hey, I killed the ant before it got to me. Alas, we don't get anything useful off of ants. And you'll note that there is indeed a different elder here at night. Go ahead and greet him. The village be where we stay for the night. The savannah be our home. It's about some money. The Savannah be people of the land, for we are proud and brave. We bring cattle to the linemen of Tarna and call them our friends. The linemen be the strength of the city of Tarna. They be great warriors like the Simbani. We be trading cattle to the people of Tarna for beads and fine robes. These be signs of great wealth. The savannah fattens our cattle with the grass and is our home, but it hides the hunters who wish to fatten on our cattle. There be many hunters in the savannah. Of them all, those that walk on 2 legs are the most dangerous. The people of the Fisi, the hyena men, run in packs and never attack unless they outnumber their prey. If you can hurt the hyena men without being hurt, they may be running away. The Mamba people, those who be called Crocs, be strong and brave. They be slow, though. Most dangerous of all be the Horned Hunter, the dinosaur. He be plenty tough and eat a man alive, that one. There be other hunters, but these are the makers of heroes. The savannah can be very dangerous, so may you have good luck and outlive all the hunters. The blood and milk of the cattle be our drink, the body of the cattle be our meat, the hide of the cattle be our clothes, cattle be the center of the Simbani people. I be called Isuki, the Night One. I be the one who watches over the village while the stars light our heavens. How do you be liking our village? It'd not be large, but it holds a few families this time of year. Next season we move to a larger village, and more families will be joining us. Greet. Tell about my day. He doesn't say much. Ask about the seasons. The Simbani move with the seasons, so the cattle will always be eating fresh grass. Simbani life be based among cattle. The cattle be our wealth, our food, our clothes, and our drink. The village will all be keeping the dangerous animals away and the children from running too far. My sister say she be chasing Simba most every day, so the fence be a very good thing. My sister watches Simba during the day while I guard the cattle of the village. My sister Anisha is newly wed and longs for a baby. Simba be very good listen for her. Missouri Sultan's son. Today we be driving the lions away from the cattle. It be as a good battle, no Simbani be hurt, and the lions not be back soon. The Simbani be people of the lion, and mostly we be leaving the lions alone. We show them who be boss, and they not be bothering our cattle. Many warriors standing together with spears, jumping and yelling at the lions. Lions mostly not like loud noises and people calling them names. They slink off, ashamed of being made fools. One young male too full of pride tried to attack these warriors. He learned fast that shields be hard on the teeth, and spears can bite too. Soon he be running off. Now he be sleeping after running most of the day. He most dear to me. Leaving the village for him a very good idea. Leaving. I be a warrior. A wife cannot be a warrior. I not wanting some stuck-up man thinking I be his, so I leave the Simbani. I be traveling far. When I go to Shapira, I meet a fine strong man. He like me, I like him. He make fine strong son, so I come home. Now I still a warrior, but I have a son too. The spear area be for warriors to practice throwing spears. A warrior needs to be strong and good at throwing to make the spear go straight. A warrior needs good balance and needs to think with their whole body. When two people are on the bridge, brain be slow and the body fall off. When the body be doing the thinking, the body be fast. The bridge be for training the body. Not much else for it, but go ahead and sleep till morning. I think today Ahura might practice on the bridge with us. Actually, that may be fighter only. But we can do somersaults until we lose our sense of balance and fall off again. And now I'm moonwalking. And hey, that boosted, well actually, we don't want to change that, but that boosted agility to 292, Vitality 214, Strength, Weapon Use, Stealth. And our Honor is up. Well, I can practice here. I think there will be somebody new to speak to. Welcome, Prince of Shapir. It be not often the Simbani have such a guest. I be the storyteller of the Simbani. I'll be most interested in learning more about you and your adventures. I am certain they'll make an interesting story. Let's go ahead and greet him. It'd be indeed an honor to deal with one so polite and knowledgeable in the customs of other peoples. I'll go and tell him about Shapir. You tell the storyteller about your adventures in Shapir. Ascente hero Shapir, I can find many stories in the words you tell. Ask about stories. Stories be many things. Stories be lies. Stories be truths. Stories be quests. Stories be ways of looking at the world with different eyes. I have a story for you if you wish to hear it. It be the story of a magic drum. Ask about the drum. I give you this story. There was once a people, a proud people, a peaceful people, a people who had no enemy. Then one night a thief stole into the village and stole their magic spear. Now the people have an enemy. Now the people can have no peace. But who be this enemy? Who be the thief who stole the magic spear? That is not known. Then the next day a warrior was found in front of the village of these people. That warrior was dying. That warrior have in his hand a magic drum. That warrior have on his lips a name. That name be Leopardman, and then the warrior he die. These be the questions of the story. Why did the warrior have the magic drum? Why did the warrior say Leopardman? Why did the warrior die? I have given you this story. Now the questions are yours, do with what you will. And ask about the Simbani. The Simbani people have many stories. Do you wish to hear one about the warrior woman? Yep. There once was a warrior, a mighty warrior, a proud warrior, a warrior who was also a woman. Now this warrior who was a woman wanted to have a baby. A baby must have a father must have a wife cannot be a warrior. This was the way of the warrior woman's people. So when the warrior woman leave her people, she traveled very far. She traveled where a warrior can be a wife. The people miss the warrior woman. The people miss her strength. The people miss her courage. The people miss her words. Then one day the warrior woman come back. At her size a small child, yet the woman is still a warrior. Will the people learn that a warrior woman can be a wife? Will the people learn that a warrior woman will still be a woman? Will the people learn that it is wrong to call a person one thing or another, but not both? I have given you this story. Now the questions are yours to do with what you will. And we can also ask the storyteller. A storyteller be able to open the mind and the heart of the listener. A storyteller knows no answers, only questions. Do you want to hear a new story? New story. I give you this story. Once there was a thief. This thief was a very skilled thief. This thief could hide so that no man could see him. This thief could sneak so that no man could hear him. This thief lived in a village. It was a quiet village. It was a peaceful village. It was a village where everyone was friend to the other. Then one day the thief decided to steal from his own village. The thief snuck into someone's hut and stole something. The thief was so quiet that no one could hear. The thief was so sly that no one could tell he was the thief. Now the village be not a quiet village, for everyone accuses the other of being a thief. Now the village be not a peaceful village, for everyone thinks another is the thief. Now the people of the village have no friends, for every man may be an enemy. Did the thief gain something by stealing, or did he lose? I have given you this story. Now the questions are yours to do with what you will. Yeah, you get a different story based upon what your class is, and this is the story of the thief, because, yeah, we can try to steal in the village, but it's not going to go well, because this is not a place where stealing really benefits anybody. So go ahead and say goodbye. And yeah, as a thief, we can practice on the spear range. after all that, my throwing is rising at a rather phenomenal rate, as is my strength and vitality. Well, it's no dagnabbit board, but it's pretty darn effective. And just keep doing this until I retrieve my daggers. And yeah, just jumped about 3 points in that little handful, and oh, luck is starting to go up, finally. I don't think I'm going to quite manage to get all of my stats boosted to 300 this time around. I'm going to give it a game try, but you will not have to watch me do that, thankfully. So I'm going to go ahead and close this chapter out here, spend a little bit of time training off camera, and next time, we'll head off into the savannah to start doing a little more exploring. See you then.